Good evening everyone. Welcome back to your beloved Crazyhouse chess speedrun. The series where I am the crazy and my opponent is the opponent. There is no house here. And without any further ado, let's get into today's content. Our first opponent is a 1700 rated rapid guy from Vietnam. I'm sorry I had to censor his profile picture because there are kids in the image, albeit nothing too serious, but better be safe than demonetized. d4. d5. d4 as white isn't exactly very aggressive, which is good for us. e3. Not very aggressive. Knight f6. Bishop d3. Bishop g4. There is no knight on f3, but this move can also provoke him to go f3, blocking my bishop, which creates an empty square on f2 that may be critical for his position later on. Didn't happen. This guy is good. Knight c6. I have an idea. c4. If you have been watching this Crazyhouse speedrun, you would have known by now that I tend to sacrifice a lot in this variant just to create high adrenaline plays for content. And of course I sacrifice the knight. He takes d4. The captured pawn didn't actually die, but it instead became my reserved materials. The captured pawn lands back down on e4, forking two pieces. Bishop takes e4. D takes e4. h3 counterattacks. I'll trade. It's not really a trade because I'll win his pawn on g2, which seriously affects his king safety. This game is doing very well very quickly. He took the pawn instead of the bishop. Bishop f5. Threatening knight lands on c2, forking his king and rook. He blocks my bishop. Okay, you know what? I think I'll make another sacrifice of the knight. This is absolutely stupid. I actually don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But at least I can say that we now get another tempo just by having my bishop attacking his rook in the corner. f3. Knight lands on c2, check. King f2. I'll trade. F takes c4. It is very weird that I cannot see any good continuation. Pawn lands on c2. Bishop lands on a4, check. Okay, I didn't see that. c6. Take, queen takes d4, check. Bishop e3. Alright, with my overwhelming amount of reserved materials, there should physically be no way I cannot checkmate his king right now. Here we go. Pawn lands on g3, check. The distraction tactic. King takes g3. Queen takes e3, check. Pawn on f3. Bishop f4, check. King g2. Rook g3, check. King f1. Bishop d3, check. Pawn e2. Bishop g2, check. King e1 is forced. I tried to find a checkmate with pawn but didn't find any. Feel free to leave a pawn checkmate in the comment if you can find one. Pawn on f2, check. King d1. Bishop takes e2, check. Queen takes c2. Queen to c1. Checkmate. This guy played really well for someone who's just played a few games of the variant. Second game, let's go. Second game, we get a guy from Nepal. It's been quite a while since I last saw that flag. e4. e5. Knight c3. Knight c6. Okay, we are getting a normal opening phase. Knight bishop d3. The literal most casual opening phase ever. Now it comes down to me, when do I want to make the first attack? Never mind. Well, I guess it comes down to the opponent then. I am scared. Castle. Bishop takes c3. B takes c3. He immediately landed my knight back down on a5. I don't even want to waste my move retreating that bishop to g5. Knight takes c4. D takes c4. This pawn tower is now officially longer than my viewers' thingies. Bishop lands on g4. Alright, I guess I should also counter-attack a little bit. Knight lands on d5. He castles and I win. I win. Bishop takes f6. It's not exactly too clear how I'll win this game yet, but I can be sure I'll win. G takes f6. That weakens the h6 square. The knight that I've just captured lands on h6 check. He goes forward. Very aggressive. Knight takes g4. Bishop lands on h5. Bishop lands on h6 check. He goes forward again. That blunders checkmate in one in a few ways, but as a grandmaster once said, if you see mate in one, look for better. But just before I was about to make the better checkmate, this guy decided to chat. Smiley face, mate in 1c. Properly. Oh my god, this guy is flexing, he can see his own checkmate in 1. I am dead. But nah. I'll mate in 2. With a pawn. Try. LOL. You are free to try. Very challenging. And I sacrifice the knight. Of course, in order to checkmate with a pawn, I need to have a pawn. Man, a lot of knights are being sacrificed in this one video. Knight takes d5. Pawn lands on f5. Checkmate. Crazyhouse chess speed run today. 100% win rate.